It's time now for Call of the Wild, the official weekly coaches show of the Wenatchee Wild. Stay up to date with your team all season long with Call of the Wild. With head coach and GM Bliss Littler, here's the voice of your Wenatchee Wild, Arch Ecker.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Call of the Wild, your weekly Wenatchee Wild coaches show. I'm Arch Ecker alongside Wenatchee Wild Head Coach and General Manager Bliss Littler. This past weekend, the marquee event of the year for the BCHL is the Bauer BCHL Showcase Tournament up in Chilliwack at the Prospera Center. For the Wild, a pretty good weekend. We'll start off with looking at Saturday's game when we took on the Nanaimo Clippers. For the first time this year, your team got on the board first.
There wasn't much not to like about how we played against Nanaimo. I was real happy that, again, most nights you play that well, you're going to win by 2 or 3 goals. And again, we had a couple of maybe unfortunate bounces over a quick minute and a half, 2 minute span, and then an untimely penalty at the end. But we didn't give up many chances. We created quite a few chances that overall we felt real good about our play.
And rightly so. The Clippers coming in, they're a good team. They've shown very well early on in the season. And again, for your team, getting production from the back end on the blue line, and it showed up once again in that contest.
No doubt that I thought our D played very well. Both games, I thought our D were played very strong. And you're right about Nanaimo that Coach Vandekamp, one of the best coaches in Canada. He's got a tremendous track record, and year in, year out, he's got a team that's always ready to play and always one of the top teams in the BCHL. So I think we're very happy with how we played. We're disappointed that we didn't get both points, but a 3-3 tie. With our work ethic, the way we played, we're very happy with the effort.
And the guys took that momentum and brought it right along with them the next morning. An early start, 10 a.m. against the Langley Rivermen, a team that they like to mix it up a little bit. And the Wild were right there, stride for stride, and came out at the top end again with a shutout victory.
All the way around, I thought it was a great effort yesterday that Bobby does a great job with his team in Langley year in, year out. They play an extremely physical style of play. I thought we held up to that. I thought we gave it right back. I thought it was a good hockey game. That it was a great game for us to be involved in early in the year, where we had to push back. And the special teams are very good. 5-on-5 as the game went on, I thought we got stronger. So overall, like I say, there wasn't much not to like with the effort both Saturday and Sunday.
Whenever a guy throws a shutout in a game, you like to point to him towards being the star of the game. Seth Isley, obviously, with a strong performance. Although he would have to join the conversation along with Lucas Svejkovsky, who had a breakout game as well.
Absolutely. In the BCHL, there's some nights where goalies don't see a whole bunch. This wasn't the case. That he had some very difficult saves to make to keep us ahead. But you're right. Lucas, he has potential to be a very special hockey player. That he sees the ice, he thinks it so well. Got a great amount of skill, and believe me, he's only going to get better. That the hockey world's going to hear that name a lot.
Cooper Zek, he's a guy that you brought in because you knew that he had some offensive upside to him. Got the power play goal there yesterday, and he's another guy that I think once they start coming, you might start seeing him in bunches.
I think so. That Cooper's a very good hockey player. He's committed to Ferris State. He's a veteran of junior hockey. Not going to be scared in any situation. He's going to play all situations for us. I think you're going to see him one of our leaders on the ice. That again, he's got a silky set of mitts that he can make a lot of things happen at the blue line with the puck.
2 other players to touch on that had big weeks and great showings at the showcase. We'll start off with Noah Kim. He had the power play goal, or the goal on Saturday. Then he had the 3 assists on Sunday.
And kind of a breakout weekend for him too. That young player coming out of prep school hockey. That there's a big adjustment in. Again, I think it helps when you're playing with a veteran like playing with Cooper. But again, you have to give the kid credit that he's got some offensive ability. And with that, he's learning to adjust to the speed and the physical play of the BCHL. We're very proud of his effort this weekend.
And another player whose development just oozes, you can't miss it, and that's Sam Morton.
Yeah, Sammy's like I told you a year ago that we're going to lose Brendan Harris to college, and Brendan's been around here a long time, and it's a very, very special player. But Sammy's going to walk in to fill those shoes, and he's got a lot of skill, and it's just a matter of time till the strength catches up to where he's at as a hockey player, and he's got potential to be a very special kid for us also.
3 out of 4 points at the showcase by all counts. You got to look at it as a successful weekend. Back home this Friday, you got the Cowichan Valley Capitals coming into town. Let's talk about them briefly.
We'll watch some tape on them. I've downloaded their last couple of games, but haven't watched anything on them. I didn't see them at the showcase. They have a new coach. It looks like they've brought a decent amount of Canadian players in from Eastern Canada. At least statistically, it shows they have the top power play in the league. So initially, it goes to that area that we need to be prepared for their power play. But we'll do some work on them with tape this week. And again, right now for us, it's a matter of more so us playing our game, creating good habits right now, and having those habits carry from one game to the next week, the next month, and for us getting better each week.
Plenty of good habits set up over the weekend at the showcase, and they'll be on display Friday night at Town Toyota Center when the Wild take on the Cowichan Valley Capitals. Puck drops at 7:05. That'll wrap it up for this week's edition of Call of the Wild. Thanks for tuning in. He's Bliss Littler. I'm Arch Ecker. We'll see you next time.
You've been listening to Call of the Wild, the official weekly coaches show of the Wenatchee Wild, a presentation of the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.